Peace, 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 family. Sister Victoria X here. And it is time for our morning reading, y'all. It is time for our morning reading. And we are nearing the end of our book, you all. We are nearing the very end of our book, which I'm so excited about. We literally have been reading this book every single morning, and we are down to the last few chapters. Okay. This is about how much of the book that we have left, this piece, but it's so many chapters in there, right? Peace, family. Thank you all for tuning in. For some reason, I can't even see who's in this live. Ain't that something? Peace, family, peace, family, peace, family. And so we're going to get into the book reading. Last week we had to postpone the transition masterclass because your sister just been working too much. Walaikum salam. I've been working a lot, and so I had to I was not going to be able to give you all my absolute best if I had attempted, walaikum salam, if I had attempted to do the master class on last Saturday, so I had to postpone it. I will be sending you all out some information and some goodies this coming week. Especially if you attend the live class. I'm going to be giving away one access to the replay of the Canva Masterclass, because I know that the women that are in the transition class, they really are enjoying it. And they've been asking me for a Canva class. So I did the first master class. This Friday will be the second Canva master class, second and final live Canva master class. So if you are someone and you are trying to figure out Canva and you're trying to figure out how to work it, last week we did a live lead magnet inside the class. So someone went home. I think I forgot the sister's name. But she actually went home with a lead magnet that she is now going to start using and implementing in her business so that she can get leads in preparation for the course that she does have coming out soon. Look, y'all, this sun right here is making it look real weird on my face. But please just excuse that, right? So that's what happened at our last Canva masterclass. Yes, ma'am. It's Sister Portia. There she go. And good morning, Sister Sharita. And so it was really fun. We had a lot of fun. We're going to have some more fun this Friday, but this is the last and final live Canva masterclass, and then you guys will have access to the replay. So if you guys want to get in there, you want to ask your questions live, you want to figure out, you want to feel the vibes, go ahead and sign up for the Canva masterclass that is on Friday. And then also register for the transition masterclass that is on Saturday, and it's free. That's number 4. Okay, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get into our reading. If you would like to get notified when I do go live and we have these readings, please text Healthy Hue, all caps, no space, to 77948. And in true fashion, we are going to start off with our reading, and then we're going to go into the commentary, because I know and understand that everybody does not care about the commentary. So we want to honor those that are just here for the commentary. I have a feeling that this might be a part 2, just because of the time that I have available. Just because of the time that I have available. And so we're going to go ahead and get into the reading. We are reading The Law of Recognition by Mike Murdock. We're discovering the gifts, opportunities, and relationships that God has already placed in your life. Chapter 24, Recognition of a Golden Opportunity. You cannot succeed alone. Relationship is a command. Relationship is a privilege. Relationship is unavoidable. Relationship can be the golden link to every uncommon miracle and experience of joy in your life. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up. Again, if 2 lie together, then they have heat. But how can one be warm alone? And if 1 prevail against him, 2 shall withstand him, and a 3-fold cord is not quickly broken. Ecclesiastes 4:9-12. The most powerful law in the universe requires 2. Nothing is more effective on the earth against demonic spirits than the law of agreement. Again, I say unto you, that if two of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I in the midst of them. Matthew 18:19 through 20. 5 kinds of relationships are necessary to complete your assignment on earth. Mentors who change you, proteges who challenge you, friends who comfort you, enemies who reward you, and golden connections who link you. Recognition of your golden connection can unleash waves of uncommon favor and miracles in your life. If you fail to recognize them as a gift from God, you will abort 1,000 miracles. 30 facts you should know about your golden connection. You good? You good? 1, a golden connection is any person God uses to link you to a desired change. 2, you cannot succeed without a golden connection. God uses them. God will never permit you to succeed alone. Read Ecclesiastes 4:9 through 12. 3, your golden connection may not necessarily be a personal friend. The butler forgot Joseph for 2 years. The crisis of Pharaoh stimulated his memory. He did not consider himself a friend to Joseph, though Joseph was used of the Lord in his life. God used the butler to link Joseph to Pharaoh. 4, the golden connection may be your link for a moment, not your lifetime. Philip was the golden link of the Ethiopian eunuch to God. Yet we never see any relationship again beyond the day of their conversation. Read Acts 8. 5, the golden connection may require your pursuit of them. Naomi was the golden connection between Ruth and Boaz. Ruth pursued her. Entreat me not to leave thee or to return from following after thee. For whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God. Ruth 1:16. 6, the golden connection may attempt to discourage your relationship with them. Naomi instructed Ruth, return, thou art thy sister-in-law. Ruth 1:15. Ruth refused to accept any discouragement. She was persistent. 7, those around you may attempt to stop your relationship with the golden connection. When the blind man cried out to Jesus, he was instructed by those around him to keep silent. But he recognized Jesus was his golden connection to his healing. His persistence created the relationship. 8, the golden connection may be intimidating to you. When Mordecai requested Esther to approach the king, she was mortified. It was forbidden to enter the presence of the king uninvited, but her desired future was stronger than her sense of inferiority. You must recognize that your future is more important than your feelings. 9, the golden connection may not even recognize themselves as your golden connection. Boaz did not pursue Ruth. Ruth recognized him as the golden connection and made herself accessible to him. See Ruth 3:7 through 18. 10, the golden connection may appear disinterested in your relationship with them. The woman who had an issue of blood for 12 years pressed toward Jesus. He did not pursue her. She reached for him. He seemed oblivious to her. When she was healed, Jesus perceived that virtue left him. Who touched my clothes? Mark 5:30. 11, it is your responsibility to recognize the golden connection, not their responsibility to recognize you. The woman in the problem with the problem of the issue of blood recognized Jesus. He did not recognize her until after the healing. Read Mark 5:25 through 34. 12. The golden connection may not become obvious until years later. The butler was the link to Pharaoh, but he forgot Joseph for 2 years. The intercession of Abraham brought deliverance to Lot after they parted company. See Genesis 19 and 29. 13. The golden connection may be discerned instantly. It happened between David and Jonathan. As David finished speaking to King Saul, his son, Jonathan was instantly knitted to the heart of David. And if it come to pass, when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David. And Jonathan loved him as his own soul. 1 Samuel 18 and 1. 14. The golden connection may happen quickly with someone you have never met before. When Philip saw the Ethiopian eunuch in the chariot, he asked him if he understood the book he was reading. The eunuch immediately desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. Acts 8 and 31. Though they had never met before, the connection occurred instantly. 15. Your golden connection may not recognize your value until the passage of time. Paul was the golden connection to John Mark for ministry. Paul became agitated with John Mark and sought separation from him. And Barnabas determined to take with them John, whose surname was Mark. But Paul thought not good to take him with them, who departed from them from Pamphylia and went not with them to the work. And the contention was so sharp between them that they departed asunder one from the other. And so Barnabas took Mark and sailed unto Cyprus. And Paul chose Silas and departed. Acts 15:37 through 40. As time passed, John Mark proved himself. Paul observed it. Later, the Apostle Paul writes a remarkable request to Timothy. Only Luke is with me. Take Mark and bring him with thee, for he is profitable to me for the ministry. 2 Timothy 4 and 11. 16. The golden connection may be nameless, powerless, and even appear insignificant. A fascinating scenario in scripture concerns a nameless handmaiden brought in as a captive from Israel into the land of Syria. She was the handmaiden of the wife of a great general, Naaman. Yet a single statement from her mouth unlocked one of the most remarkable miracles: the healing of leprosy. Naaman, captain of the army, had leprosy. The handmaiden told his wife, Would God my Lord were with the prophet that is in Samaria, for he would recover him of his leprosy. 2 Kings 5 and 3. The miracle made history. See 2 Kings 5 and 14. Sometimes our greatest gifts from God arrive in the simplest packaging. "17. Your access to the golden connection may be oppressed. Queen Esther was the golden connection between the king and the deliverance of the Jews. Haman was their enemy. There will always be someone who despises your relationship to your golden connection. Sometimes your enemy may be a silent one. You may not even know that someone is your enemy. But if you have a golden connection right now in your life, Satan will stir someone up to break that relationship. 18. The purpose of the golden connection is to perpetuate and complete the plan of God for your life. God has planned your future. He links you with those who will help you make changes. The butler perpetuated the plan by linking Joseph to the Pharaoh in the palace. 19. The golden connection may affect the survival of an entire nation. Queen Esther, the golden connection between the king and the Jews, gave the Jews the right to defend themselves during the attempted annihilation. The entire nation survived because of one lady. 20. The golden connection may usher in a new generation of champions. Read the life of Ruth. Naomi was her golden connection to Boaz. Their marriage birthed Obed, whose son was Jesse. Jesse produced David, who ushered in Solomon and the lineage of Jesus. It is true, a single golden connection can affect 1,000 generations. 21. The golden connection may be burdensome, difficult, and even irritating. The butler forgot Joseph for 2 years. Naomi discouraged Ruth from pursuing her. 22. God will often confirm your golden connection. The servant of Abraham asked for this confirmation from God. His role was to secure a wife for Isaac, the son of Abraham. He prayed and let it come to pass, that the damsel to whom I shall say, let down thy pitcher, I pray thee, that I may drink, and she shall say, drink, and I will give thy camels drink also. Let the same be she that thou hast appointed for thy servant Isaac, and thereby shall I know that thou hast showed kindness unto my master. Genesis 24:14. 23. The golden connection is often someone who will solve an immediate crisis in your life. When Haman processed the plan to annihilate the Jews, God used Esther as the golden connection to solve the crisis. Her boldness and presentation to the king gave the Jews the right to defend themselves. 24. The golden connection may require you to do something you have never done before. Without Mordecai as her golden connection, Esther could have been destroyed herself through Haman's horrifying plan and hatred. Mordecai demanded she approach the king even though she was uninvited. She did so and was saved. See Esther 4:8, chapter 4, verse 8. 25. The golden connection may require you to do something uncomfortable or difficult. Mordecai required Esther to approach the king uninvited. It could have brought her death. See Esther 4:11. Elijah boldly instructed the widow to provide him the very last meal she had in her home. See 1 Kings 17. Ruth had to leave the comfort of Moab to stay in the company of her golden connection, Naomi. 26. The golden connection may be used by God to prevent a tragedy in your life. Esther was the link that stopped the annihilation of Jews. Elijah was the link that prevented the death of the widow and her son during the famine. Jonah stopped the destruction of Nineveh through his message to them. 27. Your golden connection may be someone completely the opposite of you. Goliath was the link between David and Saul. Naomi was the link between Ruth and Boaz. Philip was the link between the Ethiopian eunuch and God. God often sends someone to your life completely the opposite of you to become the golden link to your next season. 28. God often uses the golden connection to expose a flaw or reveal a mistake you are making. Nineveh was targeted for destruction, but God used Jonah to expose their sin. Tragedy was averted. Arise, go unto Nineveh, that great city, and preach until it the preaching that I bid thee. Jonah 3:2. God sees more than your mistakes. He sees your greatness, your future. Nineveh sinned terribly against God, yet God called them that great city. 29. Any golden connection that is disrespected will exit your life. Paul was a marvelous golden connection between the people and the Holy Spirit. When he spoke for 3 months concerning the kingdom of God, some became hardened. They spoke evil against him and his teaching. God moved him away from them. But when divers were hardened and believed not, but spake evil of that way before the multitude, he departed from them and separated the disciples, disputing daily in the school of one Tyrannus. Acts 19:9. 30. When God sends a golden connection into your life, he is creating changes that benefit you. Ministers are golden connections to change. Parents are golden connections to growth. Bosses are golden connections to provision. Recognition of the golden connection is one of the greatest secrets of increase ever discovered. And that is the end of chapter 24, Recognition of a Golden Connection, inside of the book, The Law of Recognition by Mike Murdock, discovering the gifts, opportunities, and relationships that God has already placed inside of your life. If you have made it thus far in the reading, please, and you are on the replay, please hit hashtag replay in the comments. I appreciate you all. Go ahead and text Healthy Hugh, all caps, no space, to 77948 to get notified when I go live. And we are about to get into the second half of the reading, which is the commentary. Go ahead and tag your friends and share this out. First of all, let's get I'm gonna have to look up what the proper pronunciation of this word is, because it is driving my soul crazy, because I'm sure that I did not say this word correctly, and it had it so many times in this text. Let me see. There we go. You know, I gotta have the Google on speed dial now. Let me see. Come on now. I don't hear it. See, they be playing games. I don't even understand why they won't just... I can't hear the sound, y'all. On how to pronounce this. Okay. Okay, so it's Nineveh. Sister Naomi, why you take so long? I didn't have to do all this Googling if you knew, girl. Wa alaikum salam. So peace, 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 everybody. Thank you for tuning in. So we're going to get into and it's Nineveh. Thank you, Sister Naomi. So the one thing that stuck out to me the most, let me see. Where is that? Okay, so where is it at, y'all? Because I'll be trying to mark. Okay, so it says that 15, okay, is your golden connection may not recognize your value until the passage of time. The reason why this stuck out to me the most is because, well, I don't want to say the most, but it was one of the points that really, really stuck out to me, is because a lot of times we allow the lack of recognition quickly, like quick recognition when we start doing things and operating within our purpose, to deter us, right? Allah created us for a specific purpose, right? Which means that we are the answer to a prayer. We are the answer to a problem. And it says here that your golden connection may not recognize your value until the passage of time. Now, how can we truly say that we're living and operating in our purpose if we do not allow a time to pass with consistency to give the person that you're meant to help, or the people that you're meant to help, time to recognize the value that you bring? Yes, sure, there are people that literally start and overnight they just blow up, right? And even most of those people will literally say, wa alaikum salam, Brother James. Even some of those people will literally say, it took me 5 years to have my overnight success. Yes, we do have the anomalies in the days and the time now, because you could just get on the internet and just about blow up off anything. But can we say that we are committed to whatever it is that we're committed to, but not allow the proper amount of time to pass in order for those that are meant to get what we have for them to see your value? patience. I was just reading that in Closing the Gap. We follow with suspicion and doubt because we don't have faith and patience. Yes, ma'am. Peace, Miss Class. Peace, Muhammad K. Thank you guys for joining. Right? That was powerful. We follow with suspicion and doubt because we don't have faith and patience. Right? So we have to be, this is an indication that it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time. Just like when you're in a relationship with someone that you like. It takes you a while, right, to get into the relationship part of it because you're still determining the value of the person. You don't just jump head first into a relationship with somebody, giving them your all, giving them your everything, showing them all your vulnerable spots. You take a little time so that you both can see the value in each other. Peace, family. Thank you for tuning in. So when you start your business, right, or you start your new venture, or you start your nonprofit, or you start whatever it is that you've been holding off, because you've been holding off, just like I have on so many times, allow time to pass for the marketplace to see the value that you hold. Some people cannot see your value because they don't see their problem. And they're going through a trial or a situation that's going to break them so bad that they will see your value, but right now is not the time. And you have to show up in such a way, so consistently, right, that when they are ready and they are prepared and they do finally see your value, that you have enough value to provide them with a consistent stream. If somebody found you today, how much value would your online presence give them? And we're talking digital, right? Because we ain't doing too many face-to-face. We ain't doing a whole lot of phone calling. We're not doing a whole lot of that. But if someone was to show up to your space, your digital real estate, how long would they be able to sit in your space and be provided value as you continue to add to it? Just like we don't recognize the messenger of Allah. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear, although they are already there. Yes. Just like when we be seeing them slug bugs. They've been there all the time. But it wasn't until we recognized them that now we see them everywhere. It's not that they just came out of the woodworks. It's because we recognized the thing and now we're able to see it fully. So it wasn't that the teacher stepped out, the student stepped in. So then it goes on and it talks about 16, the golden connection may be nameless, powerless, and even appear insignificant. Sometimes our greatest gifts from God arrive in the simplest packages. That's why we have to stop holding our nose up when we see homeless people on the street. Or we see somebody asking for something when we walk in the store. You can deny and be respectful. You don't know who that person is to your life. You don't know what word they were sent to tell you to confirm the answer to a prayer you've been praying. Right? She said, this lady said nothing but a word and it healed this woman's husband's leprosy. Yes, we be overlooking those who don't hold a position. The most important person in a room for you is not always the one in the front of the room. So while we like to praise the people on the top and then treat the people that are not necessarily in the same position like they're nothing, right? The same thing with companies in customer service. You like whoever the company owner is, you following them, you doing all this stuff, but then you treat their customer service reps like they trash. When the customer service reps, if truth be told, they the ones that really can help you the most. They the ones that be processing them refunds. They the ones that be helping you try to navigate whatever product or service that you have. They're the ones that that refund you service charges that you deserve. Right? So while you treating the company, the head of the company Like they walk on water and then their customer service like trash. You are denying yourself the very answer to the problem that you have. Treat people how you want to be treated, regardless of their title. And then it goes on to say, he links you with those who will help you make changes. He links you with those who will help you make changes. A reoccurring theme inside of this book, that the people who you surround yourself around is important, right? And linking you with someone that's helping you make changes does not always mean the change and the process to the change will be comfortable. It does not mean that they are going to be cookie cutter. It does not mean that they're going to say it how you like it. It does not mean that they're going to do it the best way for you to receive it. They're just going to do what is required of them to do, and it will be up to you to make the change. Be careful how you handle people. You never know if you are you never know if you're entertaining an angel. Yes, absolutely. And I'm seeing this to myself because I still be having I got a slight little problem with the presentation of truth. I do. Because I just feel like if it's the truth, then you could present it in a way. But the truth stands on its own. It's always uncomfortable, and they will be unapologetically themselves in the yes, ma'am. You got to get you around some people that love your growth, that love what the potential that they see in you more than they love the feeling that you're going to have when they correct you. You can't be around a bunch of people pleasers and expect to go to your next level. Because who's going to help you to the next level if they're not pointing out the holes in your process that you can make better, that you can improve upon? It says the golden connection is often someone who will solve an immediate crisis in your life, right? Not everybody is meant to be in your life long term, but people can be. Yeah, because I don't be caring how you feel, Sister V. I was gonna say that too, but you be doing too much, okay? Not everybody is meant to have long-term access to your life. So stop trying to force relationships. Sometimes someone was meant to come just fix the leak in your sink and get up out the way. Stop trying to make them come to your house warming and invite them over for cookies and cakes. And they just came to fix the faucet. That was their assignment. Okay, and that is how I'm going to end today's reading. If you would like to get notified when I go live, text Healthy Hue, all caps, no spaces, 77948. I thank you all for tapping in. If you've listened to it this far on the replay, hit hashtag replay in the comments and let us know where you are watching in from. Don't forget to sign up for the last and final live Canva Masterclass this Friday. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if I still want to do another lead magnet. Last week we did a very beautiful lead magnet for one of the sisters. So I'm still trying to figure that part out if I want to do that this week. But this is the last and final live Canva class. So if you got specific questions that you want to ask about Canva, show up to the Canva class, go to canva.sistervictoriax.com and sign up for the class. And then we will be having the transition masterclass this Saturday, the 4th, free. So I thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you, and please enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.